Good evening, my fellow Americans. As you all are aware, exactly 1 week ago, the Chinese government seized and refused to surrender a U.S. Navy EP-3 surveillance plane, along with its crew of 24. What followed were 6 days of intense, round-the-clock negotiations with Chinese officials in an attempt to resolve this dreadful situation. Unfortunately, those efforts were unsuccessful. Finally, early this evening, I made a bold decision to meet with the Chinese President Jiang Zemin alone, one-on-one, no Dick Cheney, no State Department officials, no military advisors, and no international law specialists. In addition, there were to be no China scholars, translators, or anyone else. It was just us, face to face, mano a mano, to keep at it until this thing was worked out. And that was the breakthrough. In less than 20 minutes, President Jiang and I signed an agreement I'm proud to say both averts an international crisis and leaves American honor and dignity intact. And here are its chief points. Number one, the United States government sincerely, profusely, and objectively apologizes to China for this incident. It was entirely our fault. That's my bad. We did a bad thing. Number two, Navy aircraft are to be returned immediately following its complete disassembly and examination by North Korean intelligence. Number three, upon its return to the U.S., the plane will be sold to the government of Libya, with all proceeds going to the Palestine Liberation Organization. That's unfortunate. Number four, all secret documents found on board the aircraft will be surrendered to the United States. The Chinese will keep photocopies. Number five, this is so hilarious. Okay, number five, for its pardon, the Chinese government has agreed not to share these photocopies with Iran, Iraq, or other rogue nations. Although sharing these photocopies is permitted, provided they are readable. I fought hard for that one. Number six, under no circumstances will photocopies of photocopies of photocopies of photocopies be allowed. Number seven, our 24 U.S. Navy servicemen are happy to be back on American soil. After a reunion with their families, they will be returned to China to begin serving their 90-day sentences for espionage at a Chinese labor camp. Again, that's unfortunate. Number eight, Chinese President Jiang and his wife will have full use of the Bush Vacation Ranch in Texas from Memorial Day through Labor Day, with the exception of the 4th of July and 2 weekends in August. President Bush and Laura Bush will pay for utilities. Mr. Jiang will be responsible for pool maintenance. Number nine, unfortunately, Colin Powell will have to resign as Secretary of State and surrender his driver's license and credit cards. On June 1st, he will begin his sentence at a Chinese labor camp. Number 10, the Chinese government has agreed to officially designate the first week of August as Ed Too Tall for Jones Appreciation Week. I also fought hard for that one. Number 11, Yankees outfielder Darryl Strawberry will voluntarily enter a drug treatment facility. Located where? Inside a Chinese labor camp. Sorry about that. Number 12, don't mess with Texas. Number 13, don't ever mess with Texas. And number 14, live from New York, it's Saturday night. Thank you.